Alrighty. I notice when I look at the transcripts, I often start this with alrighty. It's sort of like how I declare, this is where we begin. I could say that. That'd be fun. This is where we begin. You're listening to the voice of Mr. 2020 coming to you live from Melbourne, Australia. This is the Neville Goddard podcast, all rights reserved. Sponsored by ManifestingMasteryCourse.com. I could do something like that. TV shows tend to... There's a way you can tell when they start and when they're over. Way back in the old days, the credits started at the beginning of the movie. Now they're at the end. We could call these things boundaries. And one of the things that I notice in the self-help, self-development... let's just call it the fluffy happiness movement. And, it could be seriously happy, too. It's the serious happy movement. People buy into these things called boundaries. Especially in relationships. It's like, okay, I want to get married to someone. Now, this is the kind of person I want because I don't want them to cross any of my boundaries. Radio. I gotta tell you something. For fun, I invite you to watch the Feel It Real Fun show. It's zany, I swear a lot. I do it with this pretty girl called Victoria. She's my wife. We've been together in one way or another for, this is 12 years now. I met her 12 years ago. And it shows, right? See, we could have played the boundary game a lot longer than we did. You see, at any time you can play the boundary game. And we decided to stop that because we've both been in relationships before. And when you make a relationship about a boundary, it's like she's got a castle, I've got a castle. I'm the king in my castle, she's the queen in her castle. But coming together as one castle, now what? I'm the king, she's the queen. Some people think there's a hierarchy there. I say that there's a partnership, but something even much more delightful. But here's what I notice when we've got to have boundaries. It's like, I need you to not cross my boundaries. At least while you listen to the show. Don't cross my boundaries. You see, maybe you notice we share a spirit. The state of explorer, the state of adventurer, the state of discovery. And to do that, you got to stop focusing on the castle. And you get to focus on the kingdom. I love how Neville Goddard dove into scripture and went way beyond what I learned in Catholic school. I noticed the kingdom of God is at hand. That's what John the Baptist said. We talked about him in Dream Driven Day. We explored him in the second call about doing violence to your desires. People do that. They find all kind of ways to keep themselves right instead of happy. See, that's one way to do violence to your desires. I want a relationship, and I'm going to keep these boundaries. See, I'd rather discover what adventures can I go on with this beautiful person. I happened to meet a yummy one. That was one of my first thoughts. Wow, she's yummy. And I don't mean like, wow, she's yummy. I mean, I'm attracted to her too, like that. Don't get me wrong. That's nice, You see, I get emails from people that say, I want to keep meeting guys and they want to have sex with me. It's like, well, let me get this right. You want to date someone or marry someone who doesn't want to have sex with you? You want to marry someone who wants to have sex with someone else? Like, no, that's not what I mean. I want them to want more than sex with me. It says, have you asked them if they want more? Have you noticed they want more? Like, if all they want... if all someone wants to eat is Cheetos, that's not healthy. Right? If all anyone wants to eat is cheese, that's not healthy. Personally, I like cheese more than Cheetos. I like real food. But a healthy diet has different kinds of things in it. A castle's a castle. A kingdom, oh my God, what all's in a kingdom? A pond, a lake, a river, a stream, a field, some forest, foxes, bunny rabbits, people, artichokes. There could be artichokes in the kingdom. Let's go find out. You see, I get to discover who we get to be together. I don't have to define who I am with you. How horrible is that? So I was married to someone for about, I don't know, 2 years. And she finally let me in on the secret stash of money she had. And I remember just thinking, you know what? She goes, well, you've proven yourself. And I said, well, we've both proven something to each other. See, I walked in with a lot more than she had. Full transparency. And here she was playing this proving myself to her game. Rightio. See, here's the thing. You can be right, or you can be happy. Well, actually, you can be both. Because I know someone will say, well, that's not true, Mr. 20. I can be right and happy. The thing is, do you have to be right? Because if you have to be right, you have to chase happiness. And of course, you can disagree with me on that. I just won't reply. See, that's my boundary. Where I'm right, I'll talk to you. Where I'm not right, oh my God. Yeah, it's called the silent treatment. We've all been there. Don't do that. Go on some adventures. Notice when you have to be right is an opportunity when you could be happy. And you still might be right. But I'm really a fan of joy, discovery, exploration. Like I said, when it comes to relationships, I get to discover who I am with you. I get to discover who I am with her every day. Here's the cool thing. See, I'm going to talk marketing for a minute because I love marketing. Marketing to me is communication. Marketing and communication are ways that we can influence each other in lovely ways. See, when I look at Victoria and I tell her, like she walks into a room and I feel she's radiant, I tell her, you're radiant. At first, I could tell there were reactions in there. What do you want? Radio, I just want to tell you you're radiant. So what happens when you drop agendas? What happens when you drop boundaries? You can stop staying tied up in the castle, up in the tower, down in the dungeon, stuck on the throne, and you get to gallop around and notice what's cool. Discover who you are. Oh yeah, let me get back to marketing. Ready? When somebody first finds me, they go, well, I'm bored. Let me listen to that guy for a few hours. Radio. At some point, a lot of people, not all, not the majority by far, right? But a lot of people, enough. Because, see, not everyone agrees with me. Not everyone likes my style. Not everyone likes my voice. Not everyone likes that I just have birds in the background and not funky-ass music. Some people don't like that I say words like funky-ass. Anyway. See, one relationship is, hey, I'm bored, I'll go listen to this guy. 2, another relationship is, hey, he's on again, let me go listen to him. Another relationship is, you know what, why not buy something? He's got these little books, little $7 ebook things. They're at freeneville.com. He's got little courses, $27, $47. That's cool. You can find them at freeneville.com. But here's what's really cool. Some people actually do programs with me. Some actually do coaching. Not many. I only do coaching with Dream Driven Day people right now. And a few MM people. But here's the thing. Has your relationship with me changed since I started talking about money? Because as soon as I start talking about marketing and money, some people shut down. Oh, it's about money. No, it's about a lot of things. What all does a healthy relationship have? As far as I can tell, it's like a healthy meal. There's more than one thing on your plate. One more bit. Ready? By the way, notice the whole point of talking about marketing was our relationship can change. I'm not saying getting better, getting worse. I'm just saying different kinds. Some people are passive listeners. Some take what I teach and apply. Some actually buy some courses. Some join us in programs. That's all cool. They're just different relationships. And they don't have different boundaries. They've just got different parts of the kingdom you get to explore. Some people you want to date, some people you want to marry. You don't need to put up boundaries to do either. You just get to notice this person's pretty cool. Let me hang out with him for a while. This person was fun, but I'm moving on. I'm not going to get on them bumper cars again. Alrighty, one more. Instead of thinking in terms of boundaries, right? You have to have a moat around the castle and these thick walls and it's cold and there's rats and shit when you have boundaries. I'm more of a fan of Imagine lovingly. See, I just put on my plate what I want to put on my plate. See, that's what it's all about. Neville Goddard taught creation is finished. You don't have to build a car to drive a car. But a lot of people approach manifesting in life as in I have to do everything. And I have to decide what I no longer accept at my factory. And meanwhile, it's not all under production. It's all finished. Creation is finished. You get to pick what you put on your plate. So I go in the buffet, I get a plate, I put on there what I think I want. It's really nice. And if I find something I don't like, right, like sweet and sour pork meatballs with fennel, I go, well, I really don't like that. I'll let them take that away. You don't need boundaries. Just notice. If you use your imagination like we teach, like how Neville taught, you give life to what you give life to. And as long as you give life to it, it stays in your life. And as soon as you stop, something new grows. Give life to the lovely. Instead of putting up boundaries to go to war against, just give life to the lovely. Grow gardens. Remember, the good book all started in a garden. It didn't start in a castle. All right. Forget the castle. Go explore the kingdom if you got gold today. My name is Mr. 2020. I've got 3 suggestions for you. Number 1, easymanifestingmethods.com. That's our little gifty course. Go there, sign up. We will send you a confirmation email so you can get the daily emails, the 7 little videos, all that good stuff. You have to click on the link in the confirmation email. It'll come to your inbox, into your spam if it goes there, if it goes into promotions, whatever you got, drag it to your inbox, click the confirmation button, and you're good to go. Next, if you want to make this a total way of your life and you got 15 minutes a day, we've got this really cool course, $97. That's like $1 a day. We did it this way so anyone can take it anywhere. ManifestingMasteryCourse.com. Go there, you'll see a cool little website. You'll see my dog right up at the top. ManifestingMasteryCourse.com. That's the 90-day adventure. If you see, your imaginal experience leads your physical experience. We want you to have the experiences that change your imaginal experiences. That's what ManifestingMasteryCourse.com is all about. 15 minutes a day is all it takes. Meanwhile, you'll notice we're into sharing is caring. Debbie, thanks for the inspiration for this. Have a lovely day. See ya.